Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse has officially become one of the most anticipated films of next year when it comes to ranking among fans, and it makes sense considering that Across the Spider-Verse has blown most people away and blown away all expectations. A rumor we heard right after Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was that Beyond would in fact be longer than the second entry, clocking it at over 3.5 hours. That's now been debunked. So the original report came from the Cosmic Circus, I believe, and they were the ones saying that Spider-Verse 3, aka Beyond the Spider-Verse, would have a much longer runtime. And then, I'm not sure if it was them or somebody else, one of the other frequent scoopers that tries to take whatever they say, which when they get things accurately, a lot of people try to take credit for them, was saying, well, I've heard it's an hour longer, so 3.5-ish hours. Then the actual producer, Chris Miller, took to Twitter to address these rumors because of all the excitement, and he was saying, no, that's not it. He says they haven't locked in a final length, and they're gonna lock it in obviously very close to the final release of the film, because they want to make sure that whatever length they have is the one that works best for the story, and they don't cut out too much or add in too much to slow down the flow. Now, I think most people will agree with me that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse felt like it was the exact length it needed to be. Had they cut 15 minutes from it, the film would suffer. Had they added 15 minutes, it would suffer. It's literally beat for beat, going a perfect length, and there's no downtime, and everything is there for a reason. So what they're saying here is effectively, anything you hear about runtimes up until we put the film out is wrong. And think about it this way. When we saw the first listings of Across the Spider-Verse, we had an hour and a half listed, and then an hour and 59 minutes, and then 2 hours and 40 minutes, and then finally like 2:20 what it ended up being, right around there. Which again makes sense because as they're testing it, there's different cuts of the film out there and different audiences, so some people get a wind of it and they put it out there. So we're going to run through that same sort of a scenario with this film leading up to the release, and to me, it makes a whole lot of sense. So I'm not disappointed by it not being 3.5 hours, because we don't know what it's going to be. So there we go.